I am in harmony with myself and with others. I respect my needs, desires, limites, emotions, while respecting those of others. I do not sacrifice myself. But I do not show selfishness either. I do not deny myself. But I do not impose myself either. I do not flee from myself. But I do not cling either. I find a balance between myself and others. Between giving and receiving. Between listening and speaking. I am in harmony with myself and with others. I am proud of my professional career and my evolution. I acknowledge all the progress made, the skills acquired, the experiences lived, the lessons learned. I do not minimize my achievements, but I celebrate and share them. I do not regret my mistakes, but I accept them and benefit from them. I do not compare myself to others, but I congratulate myself on my personal path. I am proud of my professional career and my evolution. I am aware of the positive impact of my work on the world. I contribute to a project that makes sense, that brings value, that makes a difference. I do not work for money, but for passion and mission. I do not work for myself, but for the common good and the general interest. I do not work for the short term, but for the long term and the vision. I am aware of the positive impact of my work on the world. I am in dynamic to constantly improve myself. I always try to surpass myself, challenge myself, get out of my comfort zone, push my limits. I do not settle for the average, but aim for excellence in performance. I do not rest on my laurels, but seek to learn and progress. I do not let myself be discouraged by obstacles, but transform them into opportunities. I am in dynamic to constantly improve myself. I am authentic and transparent. I remain true to myself. I do not wear a mask. I do not play a role. I do not hide the truth. I do not lie to others, but tell them what I think and what I feel. I do not cheat with myself, but accept myself as I am and love myself unconditionally. I do not pretend, but show my vulnerability and my strength. I am authentic and transparent. I am fulfilled and satisfied. I feel good in my work. I feel useful. I feel recognized. I feel rewarded. I lack nothing, but have everything I need and everything I deserve. I do not suffer from my work, but appreciate it and enjoy it. I do not work out of obligation, but out of choice and pleasure. I am fulfilled and satisfied. I am calm and confident. I am not afraid of the future. I am not afraid of change. I am not afraid of failure. I am not afraid of judgment. I do not worry about what may happen, but trust life in myself. I do not doubt my abilities, but believe in my talents and resources. I do not let myself be destabilized by hazards, but keep my cool and serenity. I am calm and confident. I am present and attentive. I fully live in the present moment. I do not let myself be distracted by the past or the future. I do not let myself be invaded by parasitic thoughts or ruminations. I do not miss the opportunities that arise, but seize them and make the most of them. I do not neglect the details that make the difference, but notice them and appreciate them. I do not do things mechanically, but do them with awareness and attention. I am present and attentive. I am aligned with my life purpose. I do what I love and love what I do. I do what I am made for and what makes me vibrant. I do not force myself to do what does not suit me, but respect my nature and aspirations. I do not lose myself in activities without interest, but devote myself to what has meaning and potential. I do not stray from my path, but follow it and realize it. I am aligned with my life purpose. I am connected to my source of inspiration. I have access to unlimited creativity, infallible intuition, infinite wisdom. I never run out of ideas, but always have new ones and brilliant ones. I never make wrong decisions, but listen to my inner voice and follow it. I do not limit myself to my mind, but open my heart and soul. I am connected to my source of inspiration. I am in the flow. I have found the right balance between challenge and skill, between effort and pleasure, between concentration and relaxation. I do not get bored, but I stimulate and renew myself. I do not get tired, but I motivate and regenerate myself. I do not scatter myself, but I focus and relax myself. I am in an optimal state of flow, where everything becomes easy, pleasant, harmonious. I am in the flow. I am grateful. I appreciate everything I have, everything I do, everything I am, everything I receive. I do not take anything for granted, but I savor and thank. I do not focus on the negative, but I see and value the positive. I do not feel like a victim, but an actor and beneficiary of my life. I am in an attitude of gratitude, which makes me happy, humble, generous. I am grateful. I am in kindness. I have compassion for myself and for others. I have respect for myself and for others. I have love for myself and for others. I do not judge myself, but accept and love myself. I do not judge others, but understand and help them. I do not harm, but do good. I am in a positive energy, which makes me gentle, kind, lovable. I am in kindness. I am in joy. I have pleasure in my work. I have laughter in my work. I have happiness in my work. I do not get bored, but have fun and flourish. I do not take myself seriously, but lighten up and smile. I do not complicate my life, but simplify it and beautify it. I am in a high vibration, which makes me light, cheerful, enthusiastic. I am in joy. I am at peace. I have harmony in my work. I have balance in my work. I have silence in my work. I am not in conflict, but in agreement and coherence. I am not unbalanced, but stable and serene. I am not noisy, but calm and discreet. I am in a Zen atmosphere, which makes me gentle, peaceful, relaxed. I am at peace. I am in power. I have strength in my work. I have energy in my work. I have fire in my work. I am not weak, but powerful and courageous. I am not tired, but dynamic and motivated. I am not lukewarm, but passionate and committed. I am in an inner strength, which makes me strong, alive, ardent. I am in power. I am in beauty. I have aesthetics in my work. I have art in my work. I have sublime in my work. I do not make ugly things, but beautiful and refined ones. I do not make ordinary things, but creative and original ones. I do not make mediocre things, but remarkable and excellent ones. I am in an artistic sensitivity, which makes me elegant, inspired, admirable. I am in beauty. I am free. I have choice in my work. I have autonomy in my work. I have movement in my work. I do not suffer from constraints, but bypass them and overcome them. I do not depend on others, but organize myself and decide. I do not stay still, but move and change. I am in a freedom of action, which makes me independent, responsible, adventurous. I am free. I am simple. I have clarity in my work. I have efficiency in my work. I have the essentials in my work. I do not make complex things, but simple and understandable ones. I do not make superfluous things, but necessary and relevant ones. I do not make too much things, but just enough and sufficient ones. I am in a voluntary simplicity, which makes me clear, efficient, essential. I am simple. I am abundant. I have wealth in my work. I have generosity in my work. I have sharing in my work. I lack nothing, but have everything I want and everything I can. I do not keep for myself, but give and receive. I do not make alone, but make with and make for. I am in an abundance of goods, which makes me rich, generous, supportive. I am in a dynamic of growing. I have progress in my work. I have development in my work. I have potential in my work. I do not stagnate, but move forward and evolve. I do not limit myself, but surpass myself and renew myself. I do not ignore myself, but discover myself and reveal myself. I am in a dynamic of growing, which makes me better, more competent, more confident. I am in a dynamic of growing. I am in innovation. I have change in my work. I have something new in my work. I have a future in my work. I do not reproduce the past, but create the present and the future. I do not do like others, but do differently and better. I am not behind, but at the forefront and ahead. I am in a logic of innovation, which makes me original, creative, visionary. I am in innovation. I am in excellence. I have quality in my work. I have performance in my work. I excel in my work. I do not make mediocre things, but remarkable and prestigious ones. I do not make the minimum, but the maximum and the optimal. I do not make by chance, but by rigor and control. I am in a requirement of excellence, which makes me efficient, productive, recognized. I am in excellence. I am in service. I have added value in my work. I have customer satisfaction in my work. I have meaning in my work. I do not do for myself, but for others and for the common good. I do not do what is asked of me, but what is expected and what is hoped for. I do not do what is useful, but what is necessary and what is beneficial. I am in an attitude of service, which makes me useful, appreciated, fulfilled. I am in service. I am passionate. I have enthusiasm in my work. I have commitment in my work. I have fire in my work. I do not do out of obligation, but out of choice and pleasure. I do not do without interest, but with desire and conviction. I do not do without emotion, but with passion and energy. I am in a positive emotion, which makes me alive, motivated, happy. I am passionate. I am wise. I have knowledge in my work. I have understanding in my work. I have vision in my work. I do not do without knowing, but with knowledge and skill. I do not do without understanding, but with intelligence and discernment. I do not do without seeing, but with perspective and intuition. I am in an acquired wisdom, which makes me knowledgeable, understanding, clear-sighted. I am wise. I am in action. I have concrete things in my work. I have pragmatic things in my work. I have results in my work. I do not make theory, but practice and experience. I do not make projects, but achievements and successes. I do not make promises, but actions and proofs. I am in an effective action, which makes me concrete, pragmatic, result-oriented. I am in action. I am in pleasure. I have fun in my work. I have laughter in my work. I have happiness in my work. I do not get bored, but have fun and flourish. I do not take myself seriously, but lighten up and smile. I do not complicate my life, but simplify it and beautify it. I am in a high vibration, which makes me light, cheerful, enthusiastic. I am in pleasure. I am harmonious. I have balance in my work. I have coherence in my work. I have synergy in my work. I am not disorderly, but orderly and organized. I am not contradictory, but consistent and coherent. I am not opposed to others, but complementary and collaborative. I am in a perfect harmony, which makes me balanced, coherent, synergistic. I am harmonious. I am in magic. I have dream in my work. I have miracle in my work. I have possibility in my work. I do not make real things, but imaginary and extraordinary ones. I do not make common things, but unique and unprecedented ones. I do not make limited things, but unlimited and infinite ones. I am in a creative magic, which makes me dreamy, miraculous, possible. I am in magic.